Okay, session number 15. After the fight with the flesh tree, the party traveled for another hour until they reached a clearing. In the distance, some 3 miles away, they spotted a ruined structure, the remains of an ancient fortress. An empty stone archway similar to the previous two stood in the path before them. The sky reddened and seemed to bleed alongside crimson bolts of lightning, cracking the would-be sky overhead. Our heroes soon passed through the third archway and were teleported to an identical yet larger stone archway at the entrance of the ruins. A single step took them much further than expected and disoriented them. Soon they realized that they stood within the great stone fortress at the mouth of a vast pit. Giant stones, clumps of earth entangled by roots, sections of wood, and various curios, including Nona Ellie's shoe, were suspended midair within the pit at varying heights, making its depth difficult to discern. Behind was a stone archway with deeply etched runes glowing a faint red. The fortress appeared to be made from enormous stones that have melted or perhaps eroded in an extreme manner on the sections that are closer to the chasm or facing it. The fortress itself was otherwise bare, devoid of any rooms or furnishings, which appeared to have collapsed into the great pit below, with exception of a trap door in the floor. Curious about the surroundings, Sudi and Lee looked over the edge and prepared to watch a rock fall into the pit as their psyche was smashed with the reality of an endless expanse, seemingly eternal and all-consuming. Their minds became lost, their bodies paralyzed, and more of their memories stripped away from them as they were trapped in the dreamlike state, reliving their closest memories for the last time. Arrows with rope attached, fired at objects held in stasis, proved to be even more dire, as a wagon was pulled free from its stasis and lurched downward, jerking the rope forward and pulling Edie over the precipice of the pit. Nona Ellie lunging for her as Edie fell. Her screams seemed to echo and resonate for minutes, much longer than one might expect. And it haunted the group, shattering what little hope they had left, and soon finding Mavli leaning over the edge, now also paralyzed and trapped in her own mind as her past was stripped away. Meanwhile, Quinn curiously explored down beneath the trapdoor with Wid the Weasel riding on her shoulder. Quinn descended the stairs past the floating objects. After 100 or so feet, the stairs grew rapidly in size and were no longer connected to one another, but rather were attached only to the wall of the chasm. A faint pulsing purple glow was visible below, and the faint sound of cries for help. Rushing down lower another 100 feet, Quinn found Edie, barely clinging to the edge of the stone on one of the disconnected stairs, her hands and fingers bloody and ragged from scrambling for purchase, but alive. As Quinn helped Edie back onto the step, Wid rushed back up the dizzying stairs in the form of a mountain goat, hoping to retrieve some help for the badly injured and once thought dead Edie. Can our heroes endure the trials to come? Will the team's resolve hold up? Will odds roll in their favor? Fear the strangers in your midst. Never play games of fate. Where's my, here we go. Sorry. Okay. And so we will pick up with Quinn and Edie on the stairs and Wid in the form of a mountain goat bounding back up the stone steps.
Yeah, you hear like a regular rhythmic pattern of my hooves on the stone. And then it sounds like I'm falling. Uh, and Nona Ellie will feel something in her mind, and it kind of sounds like Wid's voice. And it tells you that Quinn needs your help down below.
All right. Well, I mean, there's no harm in looking. She's spent this time. How long have they been gone? Like 5 minutes?
Probably a little bit longer than 5 minutes.
10?
Probably closer to 10.
She's been kind of trying to figure out how to tattoo her own ankle for Edie, but she's just kind of cut herself up a whole bunch in the process. So that's what she's been doing. But she'll just get up, brush herself off, look around. Can I make like a perception check to see if there's anything weird going on other than the normal weird?
You look around and you don't really see anything noteworthy. No roll required.
Okay, cool. She'll go down, but cautiously, paying really close attention to like maybe closing her eyes every once in a while just to kind of get a more secure bearing as to what's real.
Okay. Yeah,
How many steps do I have to
closing your eyes doesn't seem to help. You just perceive the same sorts of things that you had with your eyes open, with a much shorter radius. Yeah.
Okay, so how many steps do I have to go down until I see something?
I am within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
Approximately.
So she'll rush down. She doesn't want to leave them up for that long. As soon as she is confident that her senses are not lying to her, then as confident as she can be, then she'll hurry down. What do I see when I come across you, Vid?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, when you go through the trap door, when you go down beneath the stones on the level you are, you can then see the path of stones going around the chasm, and coming up, approaching you now is a mountain goat that I will let Kess.
Yeah, so she's in goat form and trying to kind of crawl up the stairs, and she's just shaking her head and confused and probably making weird bleeding noises. But as soon as she sees you, she'll like nod her head, pointing you down, and she's trying to make it up the stairs.
Are you injured?
No.
Okay. She's just crawling.
Just kind of confused right now.
Okay. Wid, do you want to go up and watch over the other people while I go down and?
In your head, you hear "yes, go," and you hear it in dwarven language.
To get by you, I assume there's not a lot of space to work with.
Right, there is not a lot of space.
So she'll help you get up the next couple steps on her way back, like past you.
Okay.
Hopefully making that a bit easier, and less likely for you to fall. And then she'll rush down to see what's going on.
Yeah, as you go down the stairs, you definitely experience that dizzying effect.
Vertigo. Yeah. Not cool.
And then, of course, the stairs begin to grow in size, and there's a gap between each step. So you end up getting to the point where you're jumping from stair to stair very precariously, with the chasm beneath you. And eventually, you would get to a point where you could see Edie and Quinn on one of these steps quite a bit further down.
Quinn? Quinn, is that you?
Sure.
Sorry.
No, I'm down here. Edie's with me.
Or I feel like now she needs to make a sanity saving throw.
Okay, yeah.
All right, that. It's a 14.
14.
Yeah.
What is the context of this sanity saving throw?
Well, it's a weird
voluntarily
mix. It's a weird mix of like relief, but also suspicion and confusion. And she might fall down, and other people have fallen down, and falling is a no bueno situation for Nona. So,
Okay. So tell me how hard do you think this saving throw would be? Is this like an average? Is this challenging? Is this difficult?
I'd say it's challenging.
Okay, so that would set your DC at 15. So that is a failure.
Okay. So in that case, I think she would start crying.
All right. And I'll say that's also going to be 5 stress damage,
Okay, cool.
considering the context.
And I think that she might not be able to move from the stone step that she's on for a little bit. Can you guys come up here? Are you injured?
I think I would have asked Edie if she's. Are you well enough to climb up these stairs?
I don't know. Maybe. It's a pretty long fall. It took a lot out of me.
I know. I'm so sorry. I can try to help you.
Maybe I could try. Do we have a rope or something?
We don't have a rope. Nona, I didn't get hurt. Edie's alive. She is hurt though.
Edie, I'm so glad to see you alive.
Oh my God, Nona. Nona, you're...
Forgive me. This is a lot.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
I don't know how I barely
not your
managed
fault.
to make it out, but I hate asking, but I need some help out of here.
That's okay. That's okay. So I think that at this point, her like impulse to help others is kind of supersedes all of her own needs, and she can manage her way down to then administer some aid.
Okay.
How many Lay on Hands do I have left? why my character sheet isn't loading.
From the point where you're at right now, those of you on the stairs, you can see the point. You can see the stairs continue to spiral down along the edge of this chasm, and where you are at about, I'm going to say approximately 250 feet down, you're not even a quarter of the way down the total distance. Like, you can kind of see in your periphery that a huge distance down, you can still see stairs spiraling incrementally down the side of this chasm.
Okay. Yeah, great. Love that. Love everything about that.
Is there any other way forward?
I doubt it. Okay, so with trembling hands, Nona finally reaches you guys. And she does like a brisk kind of making sure everyone is has all their fingers and toes sort of situation, and then just kind of embraces Edie.
Mm-hmm. Checking fingers and toes, you would definitely notice that there is significant damage to Edie's fingers, where she has clearly, it appears that she has attempted to grab on to several stones and failed, and like peeling back fingernails and whatnot and tearing flesh away from fingers until she finally got purchased to this particular stone.
Yeah, okay. So she's going to give you 4 points of lay on hands. And hopefully that will ease some of the pain. She like holds both of your hands in her hands like this and mutters a prayer, and you feel some semblance of normalcy kind of go back into your fingertips. They're not perfect, but there's something.
Thank you. I don't know how to thank you enough.
Don't thank me. I'm so sorry I couldn't catch you.
Wid, as you're sitting at the top, keeping an eye on your motionless compatriots, you hear what seems to be like a dull droning almost in the back of your mind, and you kind of focus your attention on it, trying to identify what it is, and you hear what seems almost like a faint whisper, and it's in a voice that you feel like you should recognize, but you can't quite place where it's come from. But it's definitely there, and you know that you should know who this voice is. And you hear in the back of your mind, the balance must be kept. The gate must be sealed. The balance must be kept. And it repeats several times as the pitch gradually increases to the point where it's that high-pitched, like tinnitus sound, only in the back of your mind. And then you catch the briefest glimpse of multiple different voices, as if they're thoughts even of those near you, those trapped in their minds as their memories are being pulled away from them. You catch tiny glimpses into that inner monologue, and then it's gone.
Can I change shape again?
Yep.
But not like in a practical way.
Yes.
Just in a flavor way. Okay.
Yeah.
Wid already on all fours, but kind of gets on her goat knees and shakes and kind of convulses a little bit. And the fur splits down the center of her body and peels away and reveals a crocodile that's fairly sizable. And she kind of lays like curved around the edge of the pit. And Wid would like to send a thought to Mavli.
Okay.
It's time to wake up. It's time to join us again.
Madeline,
And-
please make a wisdom saving throw. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and then depending upon if she gets anything, she'll also try it with the others.
Well, that'd be an 8.
She doesn't seem to respond. You can tell, you're pretty sure you've sent this message to her, but she doesn't seem to respond. Particularly with Mavli, she seems like when you send it in, there is a great amount of mental disturbance. It seems like the memory she's losing is one that is particularly discomforting for her. And she's not focused enough to hear you.
Wid's gonna try to do this continuously with all three of them.
Okay. I would like Nancy and Sudi, sorry, Lee and Sudi to both make wisdom saving throws, please.
6.
There. Sorry, I got signed out somehow. That might take me a minute to get back in.
Sorry, you got what?
I got signed out, and that might take me a minute to get back in. Is wisdom saving just D20? Because I could just do that through Google real quick.
Yep.
Unless you have any modifier.
Don't think I do. I got a 7.
A 7. Okay. So initially your telepathic messages, your thoughts sending to them, it doesn't seem to get through. Their minds are very clearly caught up in whatever this experience that they're having is. I'll allow another saving throw every, I'm going to say 5 minutes of game time.
Okay.
Our time 5 minutes or in game 5 minutes?
In game.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is representing Wid's concerted effort trying to reach out to your mind and bring you back.
So we back with Quinn, Edie, and Nona.
Yep. Unless Wid is doing anything else, but
No, she will send the messages to Lee and Sudi in common, but to Mavli it'll be in Dwarven.
okay, great. right? Quinn, Edie, Nona.
Okay, so do you guys want to stay here and then I can go up and get a rope? I didn't bring. She looks at the sword, the hammer and the shield that she has, and she's like, "This is all I brought."
Maybe. I'd offer my gear, but I lost everything. I lost everything in the fall. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. It was. I should have seen this. I should have known that it would do that. I don't know what I was thinking. It's not your fault. She's gonna like say that. I'm gonna like push all of her charisma onto that.
I think you would probably notice when Edie mentions that she dropped everything. She also dropped the shield,
Mhm.
the magical shield.
Oh, does my shield feel any different?
No, feels the same.
Okay. It's not your fault.
I think what's left is probably best suited in your hands instead of my Butterfingers.
Did she have her shield while she was tugging the rope?
Yeah.
Edie would have had the shield. Edie has that thing at all times. Yeah.
It would probably have been slung over
Over her back.
over her shoulder. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know if you could do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shields have straps. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go get a rope. Unless Quinn, you want to go get the rope while I stay here, or are you guys okay being here while I go?
No, that's I think if you had a hard time coming down the stairs and might have to do it again, that might be harder for you. Do you need me to run back up? Or
It definitely would take you less time. But she says that, but her facade has been cracked at this point, and you can tell that she does not like being in here. But she also knows you would be faster, so.
okay, if it'll give you a moment to recompose, you can go back up. I have no problem either way. I might try and help Edie up while you go up, or I could just run up and run back down.
I mean,
are the tall folk available to help? Or are they still,
they're all completely. And Mavly too.
Mavly too?
Yeah, well, now I can't remember why.
She
Maybe she wanted
was
to, like-
watching Edie fall.
Oh.
I did this to Mavly?
No. Mavly did it to Mavly. I don't know why she did that. She knew what would happen. At least I hope she did. All right. Well, Quinn, you'll be faster, so you go get it. I'll be right here. I'll stay here.
Okie dokie. I'll be right back.
All right. Quinn makes her way back up. During this time, Sudi, Lee, and Mavly.
Wait, where's the rope?
Oh, it's there's one in my pack. I think Lee had one in her pack.
I got another 6.
Just look through everyone's stuff. At this point, they can't get mad at us.
Okay, I'll be back.
Right, so Sudi, Lee, and Mavli can make 2 more saving
2
throws.
more. Okay.
Got an 11 and a 4.
An 11 and a 4.
I got a 6 and a 13.
Okay.
Oh man, I got a 4 and then a 3. With my
4 and 3. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're getting through to them, Wid.
Wid's just blaming herself and her confusion.
Yeah.
We'll keep trying.
Okay, and after about 10 minutes, Quinn scrambles back up through the now open, ajar trapdoor.
Okay, I want to do a quick cursory glance at everybody, see how everybody's doing. No changes.
They still look paralyzed, with exception to Wid, who is now really big and scaly.
Very
Crocodile.
scary.
Crocodile. Aha!
She swishes her tail at you in a friendly way.
Okay. Wait, is that you? I don't think I've seen you like this before. I don't think I've seen this before.
She makes a weird noise.
Honesty.
In your head, you hear, "Yes, it's me."
Okay. Okay.
Which is new, by the way. You've never heard Wid's voice in your head before.
Wid, you can speak now in my head. I like the magic that has become of you.
Yes, this is new.
I'm here to grab a rope so we can go help Edie up. For now, everything seems fine. So I'm gonna grab the rope and I'll be right back. And
Sounds
then
good.
I look through Nona's stuff first to find a rope.
Okay, does Nona have a rope?
Nona has a rope.
Okay.
It's a sensible, sturdy rope.
All right, you find a rope in Nona's pack.
Okay, I take it and go back down.
All right. 2 more saves for Sudi, Mavli, and Lee. Looking for a bunch of more 3s and 4s.
I got a 20,
Oh,
modified 20, but still 20 and a 13.
Yeah, Dad, 20.
11.
okay, so a 20 for Lee and a 20 for Mavli.
Technically a 21 for me. How exciting.
A 21. And then Sudi seems to still be caught in her vanishing dreams. So what is it? What is Mavli experiencing as she hears Wid's voice? And what is Wid's voice trying to say? Maybe paint us a word picture of what this interaction is like in Mavli and then Lee's dreams, as this dream is being pulled away, but is being kind of invaded by Wid.
Yeah, it'll maybe be more forceful than one might feel is necessary, probing into your mind. In Mavli's case, it's in Dwarven, and it's saying, "You need to wake up. We have children to save. You're not done yet." And she'll basically say the same thing, but in common to the others.
Mavli is thoroughly confused. She is seeing the swirling memories of this druid showing up and being in bear form and in goat form and in weasel form, and it's all kind of drifting away while the same voice in her head is telling her it's time to wake up and go save children. And eventually she doesn't recognize the voice, but she wakes up and turns and sees a crocodile.
Awkward.
That's gonna end well.
All right, what about Lee?
Lee is currently looking through, or should I say, memories of her at the tavern with people she knew from town. And over time during this event, she's been slowly losing memories of people she knew in her life around her, like a memory of a specific teacher, a memory of a specific childhood friend, people that are not necessarily super significant, especially, but just, you know, all those people you know about in your life just slowly moving away. So she's currently in a memory of being in a tavern with some people she would roughhouse with in her teenage years. And so she hears Wid, and it's just kind of out of place, and she does still remember who Wid is. So she's not necessarily super put off with the voice in her head because she's gotten used to it with the sword, but she's just kind of like, what? Wid? And then she kind of looks around the tavern and tries to find the source of Wid's voice and can't find it, and is just generally confused at hearing Wid's voice. So I'd be kind of curious what Wid is specifically saying with this as well. So was it kind of the same message of
Yeah, exactly, because she's trying to send it to all three of you at once, so she's just kind of going one by one. So yes, you're not done yet. You have someone to save still. You need to wake up.
wake up, what? And then she looks around at her tavern mates and says, are you guys hearing this? And they kind of look at her blankly, and she's kind of confused at what's going on. And I guess once Wid would talk to her more and she sees the blank faces of her tavern mates, so to say, around her, she would kind of start to remember about where she's been, and then would kind of work through her confusion and start to wake up. But she would still feel disgruntled and a little confused, having been in kind of two places at once is how it would feel. So.
And with that, both Lee and Mavli, Wid, watching from the outside, you can see that their eyes start to move as if they're in REM sleep. And then gradually their muscles start to twitch. And then their eyes, which had been closed by you guys, then slowly open and look around at their surroundings. And you are no longer under the effects of paralysis. Sudi, on the other hand, is still very much paralyzed.
In your mind, you hear Wid's voice saying, yes, I'm the crocodile.
We would kind of look over, and then she still looks really disgruntled and confused, but would say, I guess I shouldn't be surprised by things such as this anymore.
Mavli looks over at Lee. We have a crocodile that talks to us and this weird what?
I mean, it's better than a crocodile that doesn't talk to us and is maybe attacking. That would, I guess that would be worse in this scenario.
Yeah. Mavli definitely changes her stance, like she's ready to kick this crocodile into the abyss.
Lee just kind of watches and is slow to react and just does it.
Where's everybody at?
Sorry, what was that?
Where is everybody?
Good question.
In your mind, you hear down the stairs.
Stairs.
They're trying to save Edie.
Save Edie? What's wrong with Edie?
Edie fell.
Fell?
And I'm saying, like, this communication's only one way, so you have to say things vocally, just so you know.
Yeah.
Who the hell is talking to me? Is it seriously a crocodile? Oh no, I'm out. I'm gonna turn around and look for the stairs.
He kind of follows Mavli.
You have to walk right by me to get there.
Why isn't the crocodile moving? I'm like poke at it with my foot.
Tail lashes out. Does not hit you.
Lee, it's really mad.
I mean, I mean, I'd be annoyed too if you're poking me. And why don't we just focus on these stairs?
Out of the way of the stairs. Shoo.
This isn't easy for me either, okay? I can't control this. Just know I'm not going to bite you unless you keep doing that.
I just want to get down the stairs.
You
It's a
can.
freaking
You just have to
crocodile.
walk by me.
If Lee has room, she
God.
like sidles past them and ignores the conversation if she can't get by them while they're.
Yeah, Mavely's gonna like grab Lee and as she goes by and kind of try to get behind Lee, between Lee and the crocodile.
I don't know if we would have seen a crocodile before. Now that I think about it, aren't they in like a farming type? You know, with a forest and like Washington. I assume the foliage is kind of more like Washington in the hometown, so we probably don't know what a crocodile looks like. And if that's so, then Lee would be kind of like giving weird glances at the crocodile.
Honestly, with that rationale, Wid might also not know what she is, but she has the capacity for this, so that's what she is. So yeah, she's the giant lizard dinosaur thing.
It's just let's go. And Mavely's gonna glance over and see Sudi and be like, "Who the fuck is that? Why are we here? Let's go get the kids. Come on.
Yeah, actually, speaking of, so Sudi's body was next to mine, so we'd be leaving her by going down.
I'm staying up.
She's with the perfectly capable large talking beast. Let's go. Who the fuck?
Okay, Lee nods and kind of looks back hesitantly, looks forward hesitantly, but trudges forward.
Mavely's gonna start going down the stairs and be like, Nona. There's a weird talking lizard. Where's Nona?
All right, as you descend down the stairs, you too experience the dizzying effect.
Nope. Mavely stops immediately and crouches down onto a stair. Nope. Utter height phobia, can't do it.
Says Lee. But you started to do it.
Yep, all done now.
And maybe we can channel that and just start doing maybe one more step. Lee's a little nervous also, and it shows on her face a little bit.
Okay. How are the stairs attached to the wall, Z?
Yes, the stairs are initially they're just normal stairs. But gradually, as you go further and further down, the stairs get larger, further apart, and become not attached to one another.
Yeah, she would probably make it past the first like gap, but as soon as they started to get significant, that's where the all halt is. Like, nope. Okay, well, maybe if we look at the wall, and hope and jump and hope. Oh, Jesus gods. Why?
The rope is no longer in my backpack, right?
No, she took Nona's rope.
Oh, so I still have my rope?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case, if I have my rope, I'd say, probably, why don't we tie this? Do you want to?
Oh, you are so smart.
I mean,
Like
try to stay calm if anything happens, but I feel like we probably have a better shot together. At least you do.
Yeah. Is there anything we could maybe tie off to?
Well, I mean, we have to keep going down, and this rope is only so long, so.
Sad day. Okay. How far are we from Nona and company?
You're probably at this point, you're about 100 feet away.
So we can. Did Quinn already come down?
I believe Quinn is with them, right? Or
I was gonna head down already, and I'm not sure if that was in the time frame before Wid started waking people up. I mean, I think I would have started rushing down already.
okay, so Quinn's ahead of you guys.
got a question for you, Z. Would the ability to climb the stairs successfully be more of an athletics or an acrobatics?
At this point, they're not really far enough apart to really warrant an acrobatics or athletics check. It's to the point where it makes you feel uncomfortable, but it's not actually dangerous yet.
Okay, in that case, Lee would probably be very confident in the situation, even if she's a little uncomfortable with the situation. So she'd be trying to tie to Wit to say, hey, if you fall down, I've done a lot of stuff like this in my time. She's fibbing a little bit in the specific scenario, but not in the confidence about the ability scenario.
Could you go first and I just hold on to your shirt?
Yes, and then if you fall down, I'll brace and you'll be good.
Okay.
Tied together, we'll get there. Everything is fine. She's mostly telling Mabel, but also herself.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Right.
Away we go.
All right. So with Lee's help and coaching, eventually the two of you get down to where Quinn and Edie and Nona are.
Coming
Nona, here's the road.
Yeah. So
holy shit, Edie.
I assume that Quinn comes to us a bit before the other folks. And I feel like we would decide whether or not we are going up or down.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I feel like Quinn would probably get to us before the other folks would.
Oh, for
So
sure.
Mavely and Lee. And so in that time between them getting here and Quinn arriving, we would be talking about whether or not we're going up or down.
Okay.
Because we have a long way to go. And I don't see the children on these steps. But I'm not looking that close.
Is it possible to even see the children on the steps? Because it's just stone.
Can we see anything that they've left behind, maybe?
You do not see the children or any sign of them.
So, thank you so much, Quinn, for getting this rope.
Of course. Did you see Wit? Do you know she can talk in your mind now?
I guess that it was weird, wasn't it? She just did that to me on my way down, but I was too worried about you guys to think about it. Yeah, that's weird.
Wait, but since when can Wit talk in people's head?
Probably the whole time. Maybe it takes a lot out of her or something.
Maybe.
Jamie, I texted you.
Should we? So my idea is that you guys are tied to one end and I'm tied to the other. And if someone falls, the other person goes on the other side and we just weigh each other out. And then we get back up.
And nobody else is gonna fall? Because I don't like people know when I'm scared, but that was damn scary. And I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody else.
Here's the step. We go like this. But not that.
Oh no!
Wait, no. Hold on. This doesn't have a thing.
We're shadowing.
Like this. Where we meet. And this, but we weigh the same because 2 of you equals 1 of me.
I liked it better when it fell.
Well, if I let it go, this
more
will.
accurate.
Oh, it did not fall.
Unpopular opinion.
Anyway, that's the idea.
Do you feel well enough to keep going, or do you need to go back up and sit down and rest?
I'm okay for now, I guess, but I'm concerned for the others. especially if they're still stuck and not, you
I
know.
mean,
Are we there yet, Z?
I don't know what else we could do to.
Sudi, make 2 more saves.
Okay.
Come on, Sudi.
We don't know when they'll wake up, if they'll
16?
ever wake up.
16?
And 19.
Okay, great. So tell us how Sudi comes back to
Okay.
reality.
Sudi has been reliving, grasping sections of her family life as they're pulled away. And then she hears a voice calling her, telling her to wake up. And as she comes out of it, she's saying, I have the voice of a dream. I have obtained the dream magic. And then she sees Wid, the crocodile, and she says, Ovabel walks the Telsin Zekiv walks Tepoha Nili Yaweth. Which means, what? You're a lizard person. You have less high. Because she doesn't know how to say you are short.
In your head, in common, you hear, it's me, Wid. I have no idea what you just said, but the rest of our party is down the stairs. Welcome back.
Sudi looks at her oddly and says, we both have dream magic?
I don't know what you have. I'm also not entirely sure what I have, to be honest. But I don't think either one of us have dream magic.
Are you a lizard folk?
I'm not sure what I am. I don't have control over it right now.
And the others, you say, they went down?
Yeah, I swish my tail toward the trapdoor.
Sudi still seems a little unsure what's going on, but she follows the dream lizard's directions and heads down the steps.
Okay. Is Wid going as well?
Yeah, she's gonna slither behind until she changes shape again.
Okay. And once again, continuing down the steps, you feel the dizzying effect as the stairs grow larger in size, begin to no longer be connected to one another, and eventually, we'll say Lee and Mavli arrive at the further down group.
Nona's pack is still up there. Would you guys have just left it? Would you have noticed it? Totally okay if you would have.
There was a giant crocodile. Didn't notice the pack.
I was more talking to Sudi and Wid, although Wid probably wouldn't.
No, it's probably not in her mouth.
Okay.
So I would go with no, nobody grabbed it.
Yeah, Lee was disoriented and not paying attention. So.
Okay. So now the majority of you have now clustered on what is a pretty large step at this point, but it is getting crowded.
Lee would not like that we're all on the same step. So I'd say perhaps we spread out a little bit.
I would have moved down a step or two while Mavli was hugging Edie to get out of the way.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna motion to Mavli and
You're muted, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm not now. Sorry.
sorry, I wasn't trying to talk over you. I didn't hear you. And I saw
Oh,
you.
you're fine.
Like, oh no.
So yeah, immediate big bear hug for Edie, but almost as soon as she starts hugging Edie, she steps back and looks a little surprised, and then realizes how far apart the stairs are and everybody's on the same cluttery step. Yeah, Lee, we need to move.
I'd motion to her and say, let's go back one, and probably just move back if she's good with that.
Like, okay.
Mavely, I heard that you got stuck.
Mavely, you're awake.
Yeah. Are you guys okay?
Lee, you're awake.
Lee, you're back too. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Where's Wid and Sudi?
What? Who the hell are Wid and Sudi?
What do you mean who are Wid and Sudi?
Are you guys okay? Other than Mavely, I don't know what's going on with you.
Oh, we're back to judgy Nona. Okay, well, at least some things never change. Big hearts.
I'm fine. Also, back, how long since we've been back exactly?
Since you woke up?
Yeah, at least just trying to ask, like, okay, so I wasn't here. How long was it
About
here?
10 minutes since you woke up.
Well, no. I mean, like, how long was she asleep in game time, roughly? I mean, given.
Oh,
For a while.
like a couple hours.
Yeah. I'd say at least 2 hours. Yeah.
Does Lee feel rested at all, even a little bit? Or
No,
just...
not even a little bit.
Did Chrissy write a 5-page essay? Maybe she does.
She did not.
I did not write a 5-page essay.
It was 4.5.
I was waiting for it. It did not come.
Were you really? Did you really think
I was.
Let down.
It was font 18, 2.5 spacing.
Adjusted margins. Could have been close.
I'm so glad you guys are okay. Edie was just was telling me how she just grabbed onto one of these steps and Quinn saved her.
My little bitty buddy.
You did. I found her. And she's hurt, but she's a hero.
You're a hero. I love it.
Yeah.
And after a minute or two, Wid and Sudi will make their way down.
We're being followed. You guys, we gotta go.
As Sudi comes upon the others, she says them all gathered. Says, what has happened here?
I need to go get my pack and then we can head out. Do you mind if I'll be right back. Quinn, do you want to come with me? We can both.
The lizard will dream to me to come.
No, it's cool. Strangers
Mavely.
just show up while we're looking for the.
Mavely, these two have been with us the whole time. This is Wid. You like Wid. This is Sudi. I don't know how you feel about Sudi. And she's gonna go.
Real talk right now.
You're messing with me at the moment.
I
don't
feel
know
like you're
any
messing
large
with me.
lizards. I've never met nor
Wid
befriended.
isn't
large.
a lizard.
You just said this
Usually.
earlier. I liked her.
Yes.
Well,
Usually she's big and fluffy.
But she can turn into different things.
What the fuck? I'm
Mavely.
pretty sure I would remember that.
I thought so too. But we can't all have what we want. All right. I'm going to
Okay, well,
Give me your
you want your
favorite
pack.
food
We ain't got
food.
time for your pack. We can't always get what we want. Let's go get the kids. Come on now. Prioritize. Let's get away from the
She's
damn
already
lizard.
gone.
Let's go. Come on.
She's already
Oh, I see how it is. Yes, retreat. Excellent job, Palladian. Well done.
Has like a hand on Mavely's
I
shoulder.
need the things so we can.
Yeah, you're already gone. You can't even hear me. Bye.
Well, I mean, it won't. I'm not that fast.
You need the things up the stairs.
I need the things up the stairs, yes.
Sudi turns around to go get him.
Are you going to be faster than me?
Oh, she's
Her
further
legs
up
are
the
longer.
stairs.
She is longer.
Judy
You're
is
like-
faster than you
you're
for
like,
sure.
Would you like to go get my pack? I didn't want to ask anybody.
Sudi's probably already gone.
All right.
So Sudi's gonna go back up real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
While this is happening, the crocodile starts kind of like doing a weird stomp and thrashing, but not falling off, and shaking her head, and turns back into Wid, who looks sweaty and exhausted. And
Natalie looks to Edie for some guidance.
she doesn't say anything. She just opens her pack and pulls out her mead and starts drinking.
Oh, this is Wid. This is what Wid normally looks like.
Okay, I can relate to this drinking thing though. Okay.
She's given us mead before.
She
Oh,
also gave you the socks you're wearing.
you're not even. I don't want to talk to you. I don't get. These are not crocodile socks.
They're Wid socks.
Lee
Oh.
kind of looks over at Wid and says, "Are you sure that's a good idea right now?"
I don't know what is a good idea right now, but does anyone else want some?
Yep.
She'll pass it down the line.
Mobley, maybe, we're still tied together. Are you sure that's a good idea right now?
She's a dwarf. She can handle it.
Oh, I like you. Yep. Okay. I hate to say it. Nona's totally right. Definitely a fan. Wiko. Not a problem.
So if Sudi is going as quickly and safely as possible back up the stairs, grabbing the pack, and then coming down, I'll say moving quickly, probably going all the way back up and then back down again, probably about 10 minutes, moving at twice the speed, up and back down, will pass.
Then she returns with the pack.
Thank you.
She kind of
Uh,
shoves it into Nona's arms and moves past her.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Can I do another sanity saving check?
Sure, you can do as many as you'd like.
It's also going to be DC 15. All right, I made that one. I got a 16. I think
Okay.
she's going to just periodically do this until we're not in the Big Folly Heights sort of
Mhm.
area.
Sure.
Edie turns to Edie. We ready to go?
I'll ever be.
All right.
Glad to have you back, Sudi.
Wood takes a look around to see how everyone is doing health-wise. Is anyone very visibly damaged?
Anyone below half?
He looks good.
Not me.
Scratches.
Edie's kind of busted, but she's not gonna say anything.
Yeah, Lee looks good. Just say it.
Sudi's not sure why her nose is bleeding. Or was.
Like, if
And
you don't bring
Matthew
it up,
forgot too.
All right. So are we continuing further down?
Wood's gonna cast Goodberry first, and then pass them out to the group. And then, do I have limitations in what I can turn into? Because I would like to turn into something I haven't quite turned into yet before.
There are limitations, and it's outlined in your ability of the types of animals you can turn into.
Yes, no, I mean, in this game and in this situation, I would like to turn into a giant spider.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't, because I can just walk on the wall and it's fine. I don't even have to worry about the steps, but
Yep, you can do giant spider. Mhm.
Okay. So nobody freak out. But I'm gonna turn into a giant spider. So you don't have to worry about me being on the stairs.
well,
Also, I
okay.
can maybe scout ahead.
I'm
Just
with
don't
you.
look down.
Sudi seems eager to scout with a giant spider.
You could maybe even be on like my spider butt thing.
What?
The abdomen?
Is a giant spider, is it a medium creature?
It's challenge 1. It's a large beast.
Okay, large. Yeah. You could
Yeah,
technically
mule.
carry one person.
Yeah, because Warhorse is the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Oh.
Gotta Google.
Up to you, Sudi. It might be irritating with my like spider cilia, but
I'm Googling, do spiders ride spiders?
baby spiders do.
Baby
Yeah,
spiders
they do.
definitely ride spiders.
Yeah,
Definitely
they do.
older than you.
She will hesitantly accept.
Okay. You're gonna have to hold on tight because I'm gonna be on the wall. So you might
Oh,
want to
that looks so dangerous.
tie that rope around me and you.
Are we seeing this?
I feel like this is an unnecessary risk.
She doesn't have to ride me. It would be nice not to scout alone.
We did say we should never, there was something vague about watches and pairs. God, who was I talking to that I was really mad about a watch? And there was,
It was probably
whatever. Anyway, go ahead, weird, strange people. They do this often.
No, this is the first time.
Surprising.
Maiden voyage.
Is there like a little saddle, or like do you get a blanket to put over the fuzzy parts on the spider butt?
She does have a blanket with her.
It's
It's like a goat
BYOB.
skin thing.
Bring your own butt.
Oh, I got that.
Bring your own cephalothorax.
Bring your own blanket.
Wait, do you
Okay.
get to spin web?
After traveling 600 feet down the spiraling stairs, please make a perception check.
Mhm. So if Nona is actively trying not to look down, like because she doesn't want to get hypnotized,
You still have to look ahead of you to the next
Okay.
stair.
is that okay? I couldn't tell. I didn't know exactly what kind of perception.
I got an 8. I think Sudi's scouting partner did better though.
Yeah, we've got a 24.
Great.
Nice.
18.
16.
14.
Okay, people who rolled a 15 or higher. You notice up ahead a dark figure who, as you notice it, also notices you. And when it does so, you see it flee further down the staircase. And then shortly afterwards, lose sight of it again.
Did you see that?
Mavely looks at Nona. Do we know that one too?
All I know are the people we have right now. That we did not have a ninth person. We did not have a ninth person.
Who's the 8th person?
Oh, I was counting myself.
I'm so confused. Z, what
Not
is the
have a name.
size of the is it like adult sized or dwarf sized or like child sized?
Someone was tall.
What's the
The one-
question again?
The dark figure, right?
Humanoid.
like adult?
Yes.
Okay.
Like adult human size.
Okay.
Slightly taller.
Can we see? So when Wid and Sudi went on the scouting thing, did they just go straight down?
I'm assuming they followed the path of the stairs since that's where y'all are going.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of spiraling around. How wide is this thing that we're traversing?
Yeah, it's pretty wide. I think I posted last week in Discord.
You posted the top of the void.
Yeah. It's a good like 50, 60 feet across. And there's not a lot of light, so it's difficult to see the other side. Because as you go deeper, there's less and less light.
Okay. If this is allowed, Wid in her spider form would like to occasionally, it's technically an attack web, but wants to shoot webs across kind of as a net periodically.
Oh, interesting. What's the range on that web?
660, which is why I was asking.
Nice.
How wide this
yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's clever. Cool.
I'm a convert.
So does this web attack function like the web spell?
I'm not sure because I'm not familiar with the web spell, but the target is restrained by webbing.
Yep, that's the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, this doesn't matter because of how wide it is, but the spider does have 10 feet of blind sight. So if we get to anything where it's really dark.
Cool. Okay. As you continue descending down, after having descended roughly 1,200 feet, the stairs suddenly leave the wall as if they round part of a suspended tower. That is to say that the stairs are no longer affixed to anything. Suspended entirely afloat above the abyss. And roughly a 3-foot gap between each step. The pulsing purple of the abyss seems to call out to you. I need each of you to make a sanity saving throw.
Also, Ellie will start turning on the shield light.
13.
11.
We
11.
got a 6.
6.
Can
Okay.
Total.
Can I add to maybe what she hears or sees?
Okay, everybody who rolled below a 17.
Did anyone roll above a 17?
I think somebody did. Somebody rolled a 19, right? No? Okay. All right. So if nobody rolled above a 17, all of you then take 20 stress damage.
No one's above 50 now, right? You said you would tell us.
You are over 100.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Love that. You didn't tell me when she was above 50, but I think it's stacking fast.
Yeah. Okay. Just a second.
Oh,
while I
wow.
do that. Okay. So people who are over 100, you're all over 100.
Anyone to 150?
Not quite.
Really? Oh, I'm doing so much better than I thought.
Not quite. So as this purple abyss seems to call to you, as you're making your way down, you begin to see countless points of light. It's as if you're gazing into the infinite night sky. You feel as if all of your efforts are meaningless. You begin to question your purpose. And perhaps you should just let yourself be swallowed up by the sky below. What you do with that is your choice. All right, nobody's taking leap, so I will continue on.
Judy's holding to the spider.
I just wanted to wait and see if anybody was like, I jump.
I'm not a jumping spider.
Because Sudi is grasping the spider, figuring that it is guiding her. It is like her one connection to things right now.
Mhm.
And
I texted Yuzi.
Oh,
Nona's tied to two of her friends, I think, still. So if she jumps, that means she's also taking other people with her. She wants to protect them at all costs.
As long as Lee remembers her sister, which she currently does, that would keep her from acting on any thoughts, as it may have done so also in the past.
And Wid just figured out her purpose, so she's not going to doubt it already.
Edie's probably still shaken from falling.
Not
Yeah,
quite
would
ready
be
to
too
jump
scared
again.
to jump.
Too soon.
Falling for one day. Thank you very much.
Little too soon.
So I rolled really poorly on that sanity check, so I also think that Nona will start hearing like screams and sobbing faintly, but like getting more and more loud, of a little girl, and it's going to like prick up that adrenaline in her, and she's walking with a little less confidence now.
Nona, are you okay? Maybe with the gap in the stairs and stuff, maybe I should not be tied to you. Also, foremost, are you okay?
Natalie whips around and looks at Quinn and immediately starts untying. No, you don't. No, Nona's already chucked one person off the edge. We're not doing this again.
I did no such thing.
Yeah, okay.
No, she didn't. She really didn't. Probably.
Yeah, that probably, you're right. You definitely wouldn't have done it on perp. You just didn't know. I was mistaken. But we're untying Quinn right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Would you like to? I think that we should at least be tied in partners, though.
Yeah, you're not getting tied to Edie either. Maybe you just tie yourself to your divinity. That could work.
No, it couldn't.
No? I pick Lee.
I mean, technically, I'm still tied to Mavli.
She's got me this far. Thanks. You're the best.
That works. Or is this like a?
Yeah, sure. No, I would love to be tied to someone as sure-footed as you be.
So
all three of us together.
I figured that
I'm gonna look at Quinn. I'ma die.
Never instead of, always in addition to.
Don't do that.
All right, just
Okay.
don't you guys be jumping all at once kind of thing. And then Lee goes to help kind of give rope to Nona and help if she looks like she wants it kind of thing.
Sure, yeah. So now I'm attached to you with your rope, and Mavly and Evie and Quinn are attached together with mine. Is that the current state of affairs?
I was attached to Lee already.
Right. I
I
assumed
think I
you
can-
untied yourself.
Basically cartwheel down these steps and be okay. I'm just gonna not be attached.
Okay.
Or I fall.
Oh, I
No,
forgot
Quinn.
I forgot that I pre-prepped these. Since you failed that roll, you're feel free to click on spoiler number 1.
Yes. Spoiler number 1.
It's like a scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a scratch and spoil.
Oh.
I love that.
okay.
Wait, is that like what the pit looks like?
The Sarlacc galaxy.
Yes.
Ew.
I love it.
Oh, it would have been so hard not to jump.
Oh my god, I would totally jump in there.
Look at the pretty lights.
I mean,
It's
there is a
clearly
web,
the great
so
spider web. The
Pretty
spider is
nice.
leading her to Sudi too, and Sudi will wait until the spider gets there.
Okay. Continuing on, the stairs lead to a small island in the middle of the void. On this island stands an ancient structure, unlike any you have ever seen before. A perfectly carved stone temple. Every inch is carved with precise details that seem to form optical illusions. As you focus on the structure a second time, you have great difficulty adding up its dimensions. Its exact location. It seems to be moving, undulating, ever so slightly breathing. You blink, and the detailed etchings have shifted again. You cannot bring yourself to count the number of walls, no, the surfaces that make up this structure. The only certainty is that dim yellow and blue lights peek through its single massive archway.
Are we close enough to touch it?
Drawing closer, you can see dim yellow and blue lights coming from the massive archway that makes up the temple's entrance. Approaching the entrance, you can see that the interior is vast, much larger than the exterior would lend credence to. You might say it's bigger on the inside. You can see figures, perhaps a quarter of a mile away inside the temple, bathed in the glow of the yellow and blue lights, which seem to come from below.
What kind of figures?
Humanoid.
Are they tiny? Is there like 13 of them?
There are more than 13 of them.
Are they tiny?
Some are not.
All right. Should we try and sneak up on them? Doesn't look like there's a lot of places to hide. Is it just an open field up until that point?
It's an open temple.
Temple, open floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we should see what happens before we just charge in there. Like, we don't know who those other people are.
Hey,
Are you afraid?
Madly, even though you've forgotten some of our people who are here to help us, do you remember our mission?
Get the kids back.
Okay.
Them
Just
how to
making
draw
sure.
sheep.
Just making sure.
Draw sheep. Yes.
Gosh.
You got to teach the kid. I promised like 4 days ago that I would teach one of the, to draw sheep.
Mm-hmm.
It was no. You know what? I don't want to talk about it right now, but I definitely don't think that we should charge in there and make sure that they die just because we don't know what's happening and we're idiots. We've done so well so far.
As you're standing outside the entrance, you see the larger figures begin to lift up and throw smaller figures into
It's time to go.
the
Time to
pit.
go. Mm-mm.
It
We're
seems
running.
like they know you're there.
We're running. I'm running.
Spider
I'm untied
running?
myself.
We would be following and ushering Mavli as well.
Spider is a
spider
speed of
running?
30 feet.
All right, as you pass through the archway, you are briefly blinded and disoriented.
Oh
Your
no! Another one?
reality seems to black out for a moment. And then you find yourself within a dozen feet of some of the figures that were moments ago a quarter mile away.
I fall on one of them.
Web.
They now stand 20 feet from a 15-foot wide pit, which separates you from 3 remaining children.
Who are?
What are the names? Because I forgot to look this up. The names of Lee, Quinn, and Sudi's siblings.
Sure.
Wait, none of Nona's children are there?
Nope.
Oh shit.
What was it, Sudi?
Sure.
Shura.
That's rude.
Quinn?
Esco Quinn?
And Lee?
I actually totally forgot my sister's name, and I don't have my document on hand. So
That memory loss is a
we'll
bitch.
go with Kia.
All right. Well, we'll add that when we remember the name. So you see Chura, Cusco Quim, and Lee's younger sister,
Lee Jr.
who stand together motionless, facing away from the group. The pit appears to be where the light is coming from, though its exact source is unclear without looking into the pit. And with that,
Nona, none of those are yours.
I don't want to talk about it.
so a few moments later, after taking in the scene, getting reoriented, you slowly realize that a 4th child stands behind the party, behind you. A dwarf girl wearing filthy rags. Her mud-caked shoes ruined by the journey. Those of you from Ilmater's Hope will recognize this as, Chrissy, what is your granddaughter's name?
Well,
Huh?
it was my grandson Ulrich,
Oh,
but I also have other grandchildren you can pick from if you don't want Ulrich to have survived.
I think it works better if it's a girl.
Okay,
But we can use Ulrich.
we can do Kaisa. You want to do Kaisa?
Yeah, let's do Kaisa.
Okay, cool.
Eeny,
Ulrich's gone.
meeny, miny.
Negotiate the lives of your grandchildren.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, so those from Ilmater's Hope recognize the child as Kaisa, but her expression and posture are off. Something is wrong. She glares at you hatefully, her eyes aglow with candle-like flames that physically burn her hair and crack the skin around her eye sockets and forehead. The child speaks in Infernal.
Who was the fucking sword?
And she says, Lip kadizvik, zvikvid, doha suiz, dahafwik ma. I need all of you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
15.
15.
9.
13.
Okay.
23.
22.
Yeah.
Okay, so
no.
what's our low roll here?
9.
9,
Anyone lower than 9? Calling. Anyone lower than 9?
5, and 9. Okay. Wid and Quinn, you are both overcome. You are compelled by the command to each sacrifice one of the 3 remaining children. Each of you is compelled to sacrifice one of the 3 remaining children.
Well, I mean, there's no fighting that, I imagine.
Correct. It's similar to the spell command.
I'm gonna pick the one that looks evil.
The other 3. The evil one is giving you the command.
Oh shit.
I'll go after whatever one is the largest.
Okay, I think that
Anyone surprised at this point that Nona's kid is like this? Anyone?
I think that's Chura is probably the
I
biggest.
feel like that's the rudest thing you could have said at any
And
given
Suri's
moment.
still biting on the spider.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I need a description of what happens so I can react.
Okay.
Do we-
Not my sister.
The one that's not your sister. So that would be
Pia.
Lee.
I think
That
we
would
got
be
her name.
Lee's sister.
Unless they try to sacrifice the same one.
I mean, do we have enough wherewithal to talk to anyone, or we're just doing it?
No, this is a magical effect. You are being
Okay.
commanded to do so. Yeah.
Does anything look off to the rest of the party? Like
Mm-mm.
it just
I
looks
mean,
moving towards them kind of thing, or
Nona would be
So those of you who succeeded on that roll, you instead see you see Kaisa instead for what she is. And I think, yeah, feel free to unlock, those of you who passed can unlock spoiler 2 and 3. Those of you who failed, just spoiler 2.
All right, fine.
So you made a good point. Do we get to try and throw over the same kid?
If you both go for the same child, I am okay with that.
Okay. So why?
But
I
you can't
think-
communicate with one another.
Right. I think if seeing maybe would go forward first, I would just follow suit.
You.
Okay. I think Sudi will have thought the spider led her to her brother, so she leaps off and embraces him.
Nona would be trying to get the children away from the edge as fast as possible.
Okay. So at this moment, you're looking behind you at your grandchild.
That's not my grandchild.
Well, when this is happening, you see her initially as your grandchild, and she says these words. And as your companions, Wid and Quinn, move to do their thing, this is when you notice. Okay, so it's simultaneous.
Clarifying question. Did you, it's just registering. Did you say that was a magic?
It is magic.
So I get to roll again because I have advantage on magic.
Okay, yeah.
Charisma is always my dump stat, so there's
17.
Okay, 17. So in that case, ignore that to you. Only Wid is compelled. So Wid, describe to us what you're doing.
well, very much like a spider, she moves very purposefully. I don't know if she feels like she needs to rush, if the compulsion is okay.
It is an immediate thing. It's like, do this now.
Maybe
As she approached, Sudi did jump off and grab Chura, who you were heading toward.
So this is technically counting as a surprise round. So Wid gets the opportunity to do what it is she's doing.
Okay.
well, I mean, she would rush over there. So
Okay, and I'm assuming push the child into the pit.
yeah, I mean, is it on the opposite side of the pit?
It is, what did I say?
You said there's the pit between us, right?
The pit between
us and
you.
them.
So yeah, you would rush around and try to push the child in the pit.
Can I have a roll to see whether Sudi could react? And because this whole time she's thought the spider was leading her somewhere.
I don't think Sudi knows what the spider's doing.
Yeah, and I don't think I can tell you.
Yeah, I think that riding on the spider, Sudi would probably assume that she's charging at the people.
Okay.
I don't know if. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if a web works this way, but it's technically a ranged attack.
It doesn't do damage. So the command is that you sacrifice this child.
Yeah, I meant like yoink into the pit with the webbing.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
But I don't know about if I can detach the webbing.
So I think if your intention is to like restrain the child so the child falls into the pit, I would allow that.
Okay. Yeah, then she would shoot webbing at it and yoink it forward.
Okay. Go ahead and do the roll for that.
Yeah, let me see.
I believe there's a roll for that.
Does this count as an attack? And does this happen when she's within 5 feet of me?
Yes, this is an attack.
Is she within 5 feet of me when she does this?
That is up to you guys. I'm not dictating where you're standing at this point.
I guess the target is just restrained, so there's no yoinking. But
Right, but the child is standing right on the edge of the pit. So I think
Okay.
if you web the child itself, it would not be able to like right itself and balance and would probably fall.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
If I can recognize that this is an attack towards the child, which Z, I'll let you determine that. But if I can tell the attack is towards a child, then I can impose disadvantage.
Okay. I will say roll an insight check at disadvantage because there are also people over there.
Can I also roll an insight check? Because if I can tell if it's an attack, I can impose myself between them.
So my issue here is that I don't think you guys are watching Wid. I think you're watching the girl behind you.
And then seeing it turn into that, I think that would be disastrous for, we're not adventurers.
Right. I don't think you're watching what Wid is doing.
And I don't think my giant spider form is particularly like emotive.
Yeah.
And you've never seen her attack before.
We might be assuming that she's going to save them.
Save them.
Yeah. So I will give one of you insight at disadvantage, and I'll give it to Lee since she asked first.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got 11.
Okay. I don't think that's high enough to notice.
Okay. I will roll the ranged attack then. That is a 9 + 5, so 14.
That will hit a child.
Okay, so that restrains the child with webbing.
Yep. Okay. So as Wid kind of shoots the webbing out of her cephalothorax or whatever it comes out of.
Sure.
The webbing shoots across the pit, binds this child up in the webbing, who then struggles to get out, realizes that they can't move, and falls into the pit.
Now do we notice what's happening?
Does the child scream?
The child would scream, yes.
Sudi
And then
would
you
jump in
definitely
after
notice
him.
what's happening. Mm-hmm.
Sudi would jump in after him?
Sudi would jump in after him.
Okay.
Is it
you still
is it-
tied to me?
Sudi wasn't tied. She was holding on.
Oh, I thought we tied you because I was
I thought we
completely
tied the blanket to give her something extra to hold on to.
up to you.
Like made a saddle with a little handle kind of thing.
I thought we were all like tying ourselves to each other. But
Okay. Well, I think it is time to roll initiative.
Okay.
I mean, even if you were tied, I guess Sudi could technically spend an action untying and jumping.
She wouldn't do it if she couldn't do it quickly enough.
In
7.
13.
Is my music changing?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, good.
I got an 8.
So you would move before Sudi. If you move out of the way before she can jump, that would cause her a problem.
Okay.
Which child fell?
It was Chura. Okay.
I mean, I still feel this compulsion, or no, once it's in the pit.
Once the child is dead, the compulsion is gone.
Okay, so dead, not falling.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, 15 to 20.
15.
17.
Quinn,
16.
who got 16? Lee?
Yep.
Who was it? Somebody was at 15?
Mavely.
Okay, 10 to 15?
13.
13 for
Nona.
Man, when we're stressed out, we all kind of sound the same.
yeah.
Very curt.
Okay. 5 to 10.
7.
Wit has a 9.
Okay, who was at 7?
Sudi. She
Okay.
must have been stunned at seeing a spider attack her brother.
Who's left? Edie.
2.
2. Okay.
It's not bad to be at the end of the initiative.
It's true. It's true.
Okay.
Z, I sent you a message.
Okay. Check it real quick. Okay. All right. So, top of the round, right after this child falls into the pit and screams, you look back and you see this child fall into this abyss.
Falling into this abyss. Not dead.
You're up, Quinn.
Did you? Sorry, I didn't hear you say a name. Wait, what the heck are you doing? Get back here. And then I want to. I see adults or not children.
Yes.
I would like
On the opposite side of the pit. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to shoot one with my crossbow.
Okay, great. Roll to hit.
This dice is really small. I can't even see it in the box.
Weren't you?
16.
16. All right, that will hit.
Okay. Do they see me? Do I have sneak attack or no?
No, that is not sneak attack.
Right.
No.
6 + 2, 8 damage.
8 damage. All right, you send off your arrow with a twang and it thuds into the abdomen of one of the individuals over there, and he groans and grabs the bolt sticking out of his abdomen and kind of leans forward, retching in pain. Lee.
I don't know what to do. Well, she doesn't have any distance Okay.
We're all still tied, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys are on my rope that I could have used in this circumstance. So there's a pit, and you said it's like 20 feet-ish across to the children. And is there any way for me to get over there that I did not hear, or was it just that Wid is able to get over there because she has spider form?
By the way it looks, it seems like Wid would be able to get over there. Wid did not move.
Is there rock climbing type way of potentially getting over there for me, or does it look like a no-go, no way I'm getting over there kind of situation?
Yeah, it definitely looks like the only way. I mean, you could maybe try to jump over it. It's
feet.
30 feet.
I don't think that's possible. So Wid. Okay, so first she was gonna go over there, and then she did the web. So is she within reachable? Could I climb on Wid? Wait, no, Wid can only carry one person, right?
Yeah.
Wid's already over there, though.
Wid
No,
Wid has not moved.
The web is a ranged attack.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. And Sudi's still on Wid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Lee first says, Wid, be careful of the children. I don't know what else to do. Okay, I guess I'm gonna look at a monster child that I see for what it is, and I guess throw a dagger. Once is my action and once is my bonus action. I'm gonna send them both over there.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do. Or, I mean, maybe we'll see the first one if it hits. Just the first one this time.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 20.
Nice. Natural or?
Not natural.
Okay. Great.
But
That'll hit.
still a 20. And for 4. And then I guess I will go ahead and use my bonus action to also throw a dagger. And there goes my daggers. But at least they hit something, or at least the first one did. And the first one, or second one, I got a 5 to
Okay.
hit. So
That will miss.
okay, well, there was an attempt, and maybe it's still over there so I can pick it up later, right? Does it land
Probably.
outside?
Probably. Yep.
I'm gonna go with that, and I guess I untie myself from everybody else if I can within my turn. If not, then I'll do that later.
I think you can certainly start the untying process.
Then that is
Okay. All right. So Kaisa, from within this creature, you can see the body of this creature is kind of amorphous. At some points, you see this horrific imagery, but inside this creature and occasionally manifesting or reshaping itself into your granddaughter, Nona, you can see her clearly trapped in this creature. She is part of it. And it forms back into the shape of this girl. And she takes a dagger and stabs it into her own arm, releasing a twisted abomination, which begins to attack. And I forgot to pull the stats for this creature. So I will pull these up right now.
Is she like calling for help, or is she like fully just angry, hateful at us?
She is not calling for help. Not during this action, no. Okay. Just pulling up the monster real quick.
Even if she's big mad, I mean, that's totally understandable because we were so close, but so far we totally let her down. Oh my God, I'd be mad too.
Yeah. All right, and I will post this in Discord so you can see what's going on. This thing forms out of the blood that drips down from her arm.
Those are eyeballs, right?
Those are, yeah, eyes and mouths.
They almost look. I'm sorry if this is gross, but they almost look like zits and not eyes to me.
I love it. I love it.
Sorry.
Okay, and it is currently forming. It is becoming, completing its corporeal form.
Would we even know when it's done when it looks like that?
Yeah.
So
yeah, as she slices herself, she released this unexpected torrent of dark blood from the wound, and the blood grows with sickening haste into a formless concoction of countless eyes, mouths, and tendrils. And that is her turn. So next we have Mavli.
Mavli, it takes a second. She's been fumbling with the knot on her waist, and she looks up and she points at Quinn, and Quinn hears Mavli's voice in her head, and you got that message that I sent you over Zoom, and then Quinn laughs cynically in response, and then Mavely keeps trying to untie her rope at the waist. That I'm going to take that turn to make sure I can get loose. How long is that a full action?
To fully untie the knot, I would say that would probably be a bonus action.
Oh, that's exciting. And sending message, is that an action since it's a cantrip?
The spell message, I believe it's an action. Yeah.
Okay. Then that would be I will have movement, right?
Yep.
So then I'm gonna look at Nona. What do we do with this or them? This or them?
Get the children away from the hole. Get the children away from the hole.
Run towards the kids in the hole, and that will be my action.
Okay. Next up, we have the individuals on the other side of the pit. Two of them are holding, well, they reach forward and they grab one arm each of one of the children. This is going to be Kuskokwim.
Did Mavely get over there in time?
No. Mavely can move 25 feet per round. You're muted.
Dwarf, stubby legs.
Yeah. So the two individuals grab this child, one on each of its arms, and fling it.
Does this count as an attack?
As an attack.
Okay, I can reaction. Bamf over there because it's within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna bamf over there?
Yeah.
The range on that is what? 30?
30 feet.
Okay, hang on. I have a bunch of text messages here.
And since it's a magic channel divinity thing, I'm gonna say that she just disappears out from inside of the rope, if you'll allow that.
Say that again.
This is like a magic channel divinity thing. So
it's an action, right? Or as a
it's a reaction.
Okay.
It's a reaction.
This isn't a channel divinity. It's a magic item.
No, I'm using rebuke the violent. After someone attacks somebody within 30 feet, I can use my reaction to force the attacker. And I can use the reaction to. Oh no, you're right. Okay. It is a magic item. Hold on, let me look at the magic item.
You're talking about the helm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Helm of the Martyr.
Yes. Within 30 feet of you, you can use a reaction to magically teleport into the attack.
Okay, great.
So I think the way that would go is they suddenly find me in their arms instead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll accept that.
Okay.
You're not trading places, but you're interposing yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so they now have you. Please, that's a D6 damage, right? Is what you take?
Yes. You want me to roll that or are you rolling?
I got it. It's 3 points of damage.
All right, thank you.
The kids are non-combatants, to answer your question, Juliana. So they don't count in so far as sneak attack is concerned. Okay. I think I'm caught up. So you take 3 points of damage as the crown on your head cuts into the side of your head and blood begins to flow down across your face. And you find yourself held by two individuals that are now trying to force you into the pit. Please make a contested strength athletics or dex acrobatics. And I will make the same roll at advantage because there are 2 of them.
We're gonna be doing strength.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, that's a 21.
Awesome. I rolled an 8. So in a burst of heroism, Nona teleports from her location, replacing herself with the child, who is then knocked back, finding herself being held by these 2 individuals. And then she plants her feet in this dwarven power stance and holds her position as these 2 individuals are trying to force her into the pit. But Nona at this point holds her ground. That is very cool.
That is very, very cool.
Okay, Nona,
Oh, these
it is
fuckers
your
so
turn.
bad. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna start smiting people, I think.
Yes.
You are technically grappled.
But
right
I'm
now.
technically grappled. Okay.
Mhm.
So
I might
Let
even
me-
say that you're restrained because
okay.
they have your arms.
They do have my arms. So I can't use a melee weapon attack right now.
Right.
Okay. So I guess I'm just going to try and shove them back. Can I do that while I'm restrained? Can I use a shove action?
Yeah, I think you can. You are right next to the pit. Do you want to shove them away from the pit or down into the pit?
I don't want to accidentally shove the children into the pit. So what?
Yeah, so the child has been knocked down to the ground and
Away
slightly
from the-
to the side.
Okay. Okay. So now, so it goes children, creeps, me, pit.
No, the creeps. So you're right now on the very edge of the pit,
Mm-hmm.
and the creeps, one of them is on either side of you, also right next to the pit. The child, I would say, is you're between the pit and the child.
I see. I see.
Mhm.
Okay. Sure. Let's try and shove. I can only do one, I guess, because they're in 2 opposite directions.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, okay, but I don't want to sacrifice any of them to the guy. I don't want to give him any more ammo though. So, but I want to kill them so bad. What if they just die in front of? No, I don't want to kill them in front of the children either. All right.
Incapacitate. You can avoid a killing blow.
Yeah, you
That's
can
true.
attack non-lethally, but a shove isn't going to do any damage.
Right. Well, I'm trying to break free.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little Three Stooges action.
Sure. Yeah, no, that could work. I could lean. Am I facing the pit? Can I be facing the pit?
I would say yes, you are facing the pit.
Okay, great. So I can lean back and go in front of me like that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
and
down with
shove
that.
them into each other.
Yeah, if you lean back and pull them forward, they're essentially going to go over the edge.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Okay, I assume that's another strength save.
Yes, this is going to be a strength athletics.
Is it athletics? Or actually, that doesn't matter. It's the same.
Yes, this is strength athletics.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was a save or a skill check, but either way, it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is 17.
Awesome. That's a good roll. I rolled a 2. Yep.
And that one for each.
A 2 and then a 3. So yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Thanks,
they were not expecting you to do that. So what does it look like as you basically describe this?
Okay.
How does it go down?
So she teleports over there, right? knocks the child back, has one on each forearm like this, and they're trying to push her in, and she's holding her ground. And then she breaks backwards and lets their momentum do each other in, basically, and they crack skulls, and you can hear the crack as they both lose their balance and fall into the pit.
Nice.
Okay. And then I turn around, and I already used up my reaction and I guess I don't have a bonus. Do I have a bonus?
Your reaction has reset now that it is your turn. Yeah, it resets on your turn.
Well, I suppose I could try and like cast Sanctuary on one of the kids.
So your action,
Sanctuary as a bonus action.
Okay, as a bonus action. Great, got you.
Yeah. So, okay, so this is only one kid. Where's the other kid?
Kind of beside you.
Okay, so they're both on the ground?
No, one of them is still standing. Yeah.
Okay. Is Sanctuary a concentration spell?
Is what?
It's not a concentration spell. Okay, it will last for 1 minute. Okay, so she's going to try and usher them back away from as her movement, basically, kind of usher them back away from the hole.
Okay.
And
so you're gonna help the children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the bonus action, or can I also cast Sanctuary? If not, that's totally fine.
I think that would probably count as your bonus action.
Okay.
I do, however, need you to make a sanity saving throw.
Yeah, no problem there. This is fucked. This is fucked up, dude. All right, that is a 15.
Okay, let me see. What did I put the DC as? I think that probably succeeds. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, that was badass. Next up, we have Wid.
Not even wearing.
Do I have an attempt to break out of this compulsion again, or no?
Oh, the compulsion is gone. Once the children fell in the pit, or the child fell in the pit, the compulsion is gone.
I'm sorry, I thought you said that once they were dead, so I was assuming that would take a minute if it's...
No, the child is dead. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the pit at this point, you're kind of like at the bottom, and as it falls in, the child it falls and hits the bottom and is dead.
How many children are left?
2.
And whose are they?
It's Lee's
and Quinn's.
Yeah.
Nona's demon granddaughter.
And Nona's, yep. So technically 3.
Wit is gonna rush to the edge of the pit and in vain probably, but like try to shoot webs into it to catch him falling.
He's already fallen. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't sure, like, because there's 3 second rounds, right? So I didn't know.
6.
6 seconds. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she'll still try that, but the side effect of that is also putting a web over the pit, so it's like a net.
Yeah, and at this point, as you glance down, I do need you to make a sanity saving throw.
Okay. Also, Sudi, you are telepathically getting very confusing apologies that are nonstop. If I recall correctly, he looks like you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sanity saving throw is 11.
Okay. So you remember that compulsion not to kill the child, but this strong urge to go into the pit yourself, it comes back. And you find yourself staring into the pit, and you want to go down.
So I'm just jumping on my web then, I guess.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, because I webbed it, right?
You did.
So,
Well, a part of it. So you want to jump to the part where your web is, right?
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you feel that compulsion to go down and join kind of the endless expanse. And you leap in, and you still kind of have that subconscious, like, this isn't right. So you kind of jump toward your web. And I think your web would probably catch you. So you are kind of suspended against the side of the pit part way down. But as you're down there, you can see that there are, at this point, 15 glowing runes on the side of the pit. There are 2 runes that are, oh wait, actually, there is 1 rune that is unlit.
I will try to relay this to everyone telepathically if I can. I don't know if I know what the runes are, what they're called, or describe them, but I can say that one of them is not lit. I don't believe this has been completed.
Can we
So
respond?
who are you sending that to?
I mean, everyone, if I can.
I would say 1 person per turn.
Okay. Well, I was already telepathically linked to Sudi with constant apologies, so I guess it would go to her.
So we'll say it's to Sudi then.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sudi receives a message that 1 rune remains unlit.
She's also there with me because she's on my back. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, awkward. Okay. Sudi.
Yeah. So Sudi is on a spider on a web. Can she get off the spider onto the web?
How
Or
far
can she
down?
climb
did you
back
shoot your
up or
web,
something?
Wid? How
I
far
don't. I
down
mean,
did
I
you
don't
shoot
know
your
how
web?
deep this is. So.
It's like 60 feet.
If I already knew that he was dead and there was no saving it, then it would probably be close to the surface because it was supposed to act like a net for the children.
Close to the bottom or the
No,
top?
to the top.
Okay, close to the top. Great. So let's say 10 feet down.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so can Sudi get up from that?
Yeah, I think so. Your standing jump is, yeah, you can reach the edge.
You're on top of a large creature, so it's like jumping up from a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And does that take what, a bonus action or just movement?
Movement. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, she gets up, but she's trying to see whether there's any chance of saving her brother. And she reaches down. The spider and its web is like right in her field of vision, and she tries to push it to the side with the only long object she has, her sharp weapon, and she cuts the web.
Okay. Please make an attack to hit the web.
It's an AC of 10.
Okay. $17.
Okay. Does the web have HP, or if it hits, does it break?
5 HP.
5 HP. All right, roll damage.
Okay. 6.
All right, and the web tears, and Wid is falling. The damage here is going to be 6d6.
Does Sudi see anything below?
1 sec. All right. You take 24 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, Wid.
I'm not sure how that works in spider form. It seems like I'd be kind of immune.
You take the entire amount of damage until spider form is dead, and then whatever damage remains goes to you.
I just mean in terms of falling, like I can just grab onto the wall as a spider.
You can climb. You have a climbing speed, but if you're falling, I don't think that you can just grab onto the wall.
Well, I have spider climb. The spider can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
Right. Assuming
So-
you were in contact with it already.
Right.
You've specifically been knocked off because you were
Okay.
held by the web.
Right. So 24, you said?
Yes, I believe that's what I said.
Okay.
Still up?
Yeah.
Okay. Edie.
Does Sudi see anything below?
Nope. You see Wid hit the bottom. She looks hurt. She's no longer a spider. But
Any
she
sign
did
of-
not die.
Any sign of Trua?
I'm still in spider form, by the way.
Oh, your spider didn't die.
No.
Oh, how much HP does a spider have?
26.
Oh, okay, cool. Still a spider then. At the bottom of the pit, Sudi can see the deceased child, Chura.
Edith's turn then?
And it is Edie's turn.
Okay, am I part of that tied up party?
Sorry, say that again.
Was I part of the group that was tied up with the rope?
I don't recall who was tied and who was not.
I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure it was Lee, me, and Nona, and then Nona bamfed out, and I took one to untie, and because Sudi and Wid went off on their own, and Quinn was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good."
There you go.
Right. How far away am I from the kids?
About 30 feet. You're right across the pit from them. Behind you is, we'll just call it the All Beast right now. And then beside you, you have Quinn and Lee. And who else was still over there? Can somebody remind me who else was over there?
Where's Mally?
I was headed over there. I don't know how
Okay.
far I went in my movement. Like my
Yeah, Mavly was
my-
moving around the pit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run up to one of the kids and how smooth is the ground? Should we be watching our step around here?
Yeah, there's a lot of debris. How fast are you running?
Full speed to try to get there, kind of not paying attention to.
Yeah, like a dash. Oh, yeah, you would have to dash to get there. Okay. Yeah. Give me a dex save because it is pretty gnarly over there.
Does a 15 make it?
A 15 does not. I think so. As you approach the children, you kind of fall, and you fall like, I'm gonna say you like crash into the one that was closest to you, because you were going to grab the child, right? So I'm gonna say you trip and you like land right at the child. And roll me a d20 and just tell me what you get.
Seven?
Okay, so with a 7, as you trip, you hit the ground and you like bang into this child, and the child is not expecting this and like gets knocked down and starts to go over the edge of the cliff, or of the pit.
See, I'm in between the kids
No,
and
you are in between the other child. This is the one that was to the side.
I thought I ushered both of them back.
I thought you had just ushered the one that you had.
Well, one was already on the ground.
Right, which is the one you helped.
All right. Well, I meant that I tried to do both. If I wasn't able to usher both back, then that's fine. But that was my intention.
Yeah. I mean, you still have your reaction because you got it back, right? And you didn't use it again.
That's true.
Or did you use it again?
I did not.
Yeah, so you do still have that reaction. But this child is teetering on the edge and looks like she's about to fall.
So I can only use the reaction from my magical item if there was an attack.
I think that this would qualify as an attack.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Oof. That is 6 points of damage.
Yep. All right.
As more blood streams down your face, your head is pounding. Your face is covered in blood, and it's just streaming down your body.
I must look real nice to the kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna go so far as to say that your perception checks based on sight, not using your blind sight, are at disadvantage.
Okay. So
and you interpose yourself.
I interpose myself between.
Basically, now you have replaced yourself with the child, and so essentially Edie has fallen on you.
Right. So now I have to make the save.
Right.
Okay, cool. Do you want me to do that now or on my turn?
Yeah, do it now. It's a saving throw.
Dex?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an 18.
Okay, that is good enough to maintain your footing.
I rolled a 19 because I have -1.
-1. Okay. Edie, you have fallen down. The child that you nearly knocked into the pit on accident has been replaced by Nona.
I'm so sorry, Nona. Are you okay?
Get the kids. I'm fine. She like, and it's like blood.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
The blood type. Sorry, not you a dwarf.
Okay, so you dashed. Any bonus action?
Can I do any bonus action? I can bonus action rage, but I lost all my weapons at the ball, right? So everything would be just barehanded.
Okay. In that case, we'll go top of the round.
Okay.
Yep, at Quinn.
So what do I see? Of the pit, there's space around it to go around to where everybody is, and who's all over there?
Right. So over moving around into the other side of the pit, we have Nona, we have Edie, we have Mavli was running around. So she's part way around at this point. And I think that's it.
So all the bad adults are gone?
No, there are still 3 of those. There is the beast like creature that is Kaisa. And there is the mouth / eyes / tendril creature.
Okay, well, but are there still like there are 3 adult humanoids on the other side?
Correct.
So, okay, I'm gonna talk this out. I would like to I would like to bonus action dash around and then try to attack one of them with the murder
Okay,
staff.
bonus action dash. Great. So you are able to make it across or around.
Then I want to try and stab one of the enemies with the dagger.
Okay.
Sorry if you hear it. My upstairs neighbors are vacuuming right now.
I can't hear anything.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't hear anything either. So you're good.
perfect. Okay. 12 plus 6, 18.
All right, that'll hit.
Are my friends still by them? Is this sneak attack or is it regular?
If Nona had still been there, I would say yes, but since she teleported away, no.
Okay. And stagger 1d4 for 5 damage.
How much? 5?
5.
Okay, great.
Is this against one that I had hit already or a new one?
No, I think the one that you hit already got thrown into the pit by Nona.
Okay. Okay, and
This one is a little bit further back.
would interact with an object, would I be able to do that while dashing past Mavli and give her my hammer? It's not special or fancy, it's just like a regular.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool beans. Mavli, you have a hammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull a Nona here in a minute. If I ever get to anything that's not a child.
Okay, Lee, it's your turn.
Okay, so if I were to dash as an action, I can get around to them now.
Yes.
Since I started untying last time, but I am not fully untied, and you said it would take a bonus action, how do you want to do that? If I were to finish untying so I was no longer connected to everybody,
I
But
think you're just got rope dangling from you, honestly.
Yeah, the rope is just hanging from you, so it's more of an inconvenience than an actual hindrance.
Okay, would it be fair to say that I just kind of gathered it up and then dashed as my action?
That's fine. I'll count that as your interact with object.
Okay, then I will go ahead and use my action to dash, and then if I do that, am I able to reach my sister?
Yes.
And then remind me distance between my sister and any bad actor. Are they within like a 10-foot range of each other?
Your sister, I think, probably about 15 feet away.
Would I have to pass a bad actor in order to get to my sister?
You would pass Nona and Edie, and that's it.
So no. Okay, so the bad people, so to say, are further away than my sister.
Correct.
Okay. A quick just D&D question. Remind me, can you break up distance for dash as an action, or do you have to use up your entire movement in one go before you do anything else? So you can normally break up movement, but can you do that if it's dash?
That's a good question. I don't know, so I'll say go for it.
Okay. In that case, I would first go straight to whichever bad person is closest to my sister, and I am wielding my sword now because I just threw daggers, so I'm going to be pulling out my sword, and I am going to just go straight for whoever is closest to my sister and attack. Also, I'm using my what thing allows me to do that? I'm using action surge in order to do 2 actions, so that's why I'm dashing and also using an action to attack.
Yep. Good.
And yeah, whack with my sword.
Okay, are you attacking with the Bane of the Nameless?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And I was asking because I want to break up the dash to move closer to my sister at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a 23 on that one. Wow. Okay.
Nice, solid hit.
And damage for that too is a 9.
Okay, and as you slice through this guy, having already been injured by Quinn, what does it look like as Lee charges forward and just eviscerates this guy?
I look like a mix of pissed off and terrified, in the sense of, maybe not terrified is the right word. Like panicked, need to protect face, whatever that looks like. And I just like go for it without hesitation, and then immediately move back towards my sister as close as I can get, within 5 feet.
Okay.
My desire.
Cool. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So this creature that you all kind of left behind you, ignoring it, lets out this ghastly bellow, and it is going to rush whoever is remaining nearby it, which at this point I believe is Quinn. Is everybody else?
I dashed across.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I think we're all.
You did dash. But we still have, oh, that's right. Sudi came out, but she came out where Wid was. So I think it is probably going to, okay. So what happens is it kind of convulses, and its form changes into that of a fairly tall human male, and it takes these long lunging strides, and it looks like it's heading around the side towards, I think it's going towards where, let's do 50%. Yeah, okay, it's going towards Quinn. It's going to take it a second to get there, but as it dashes around, it arrives at Quinn, and you can hear these discordant voices. You hear at least 3 distinct voices, that of an adult human male. You hear the terrified, pleading voice of Nona's grandchild, Kaisa, and you hear this kind of retching, throaty voice of something else. And that one appears to be speaking in probably Infernal. And it has arrived beside Quinn, but had to dash to get there. It is
get
now
an opportunity. Does that give me an opportunity attack?
It does not, no. Mavly.
Since I was meandering on my stubby little legs over, how like far am I from Lee?
You're about halfway around.
Okay.
And so most of the action is occurring opposite from where you originally were, and you're like halfway there.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Okay. So what I'm gonna do then is look over at poor clumsy Edie, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna kind of pull myself up, and I'm gonna grab the thing that I carved that looks like the badge from Ilmater that like Sister Cavern's Fall had worn, and I'm going to say, only in the blackest night shall the brightest star be born. Your soul always whispers the truth to you. If you will but listen, the gods may judge you, but their sins outnumber your own. And I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration with a mote of potential for her next attack roll.
Okay, that was fucking cool. Did you write that?
Yeah.
That was hella cool.
Thanks,
I think
man.
that deserves an inspiration.
Do I get one for my song earlier?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
You do.
I listened to that song. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
So that is my bonus action, and then I am going to, gosh, how far are the kids from me?
You spent your movement to get closer, yeah? Yeah, so I'd say they're not more than 10, 15 feet.
Travis, stupid short dwarven little legs. I'm going to continue moving to try to get as close to Lee and her. Actually, if I look down in the pit, do I see Wid and Sudi as I'm kind of skirting around?
Sudi is not in the pit, but you can see
jumped
Wid.
down.
Yeah, you can see Wid.
Okay. Do I see anything else in there? Like, do I see the runes or anything?
Along the side, you see the runes where all but one of them are lit, and yeah. And you see the bodies of at this point, I believe it's what, 10 children? And the individuals that Nona threw in.
Oh gosh, I wish I would have seen if the runes lit up when they went in or not. I'm gonna hold my attack. I'm gonna hold a spell for cure wounds until I can see what happens, or if anybody comes within touch distance.
Great.
Okay.
All right. So this final like cultist individual sees all of you running kind of in his general direction, and sees that one of the children is protected by Nona, one of the children is protected by Lee, and kind of gets this expression and looks between the lot of you, gets this expression like, well, this is happening, and runs directly toward the pit at this point and takes its knife, and right as it lunges into the pit, plunges the dagger into his own chest as he falls into the pit, and the fall finishing him off.
Can I use my helm one more time?
You want to stop him from attacking himself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So
how does that happen?
Well, you are going to put yourself in front of him as he's running.
Can that happen before he jumps?
Well, he plunges the dagger into his chest right as he's stepping off the edge. So there is going to be a high risk that you're going to fall too.
Would he come close enough for me to touch him?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I tried.
You did.
But no, you can't, because you already used your reaction and your turn isn't not yet.
Oh shit. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If anyone else can stop him, that'd be nice.
So he is plunging the dagger into his chest and then jumping off.
Is he running past either of us? Do we get an opportunity attack? And by we, I mean Lee, because I don't have a reaction.
Okay, let me do a thing here. I think Sudi and Lee could have potential opportunity attacks.
Okay.
I'll take it if I get one.
Yep. Okay.
Heck yeah, I will. So I'll just keep going with my sword since that's what I have.
That music got really loud.
It's causing feedback between.
Wait,
not feedback, but it's coming through like multiple people's speakers.
I'll turn it down a little bit more on my side. So I got a 26 to hit. So
that will definitely hit.
That's nice, and hopefully my damage roll doesn't. Also, hopefully, maybe it's good. 19 crit.
Oh wow. Okay.
Take that.
So what was the damage? It was
I got a crit for 19.
19 points of damage. Okay. Yeah. As you slash him as he's going by, you cut deep into him, and he like stumbles a little bit and he starts to fall, but he's committed in this, and he also still plunges his dagger into his chest, and his momentum, because he was in a hurry, will, I think, still carry him over the edge. More grievously injured. And as he falls to the bottom, he is going to take a bunch of damage. Oof, that's a lot of sixes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is all, I don't have a reaction, but because this is all happening in the same round, is it possible for me to shoot a web at him and stick him to the side of the pit?
Can that be used as a reaction?
Well, I'm just saying, because this is all happening within the same 6 seconds.
Right.
Is it possible for me to do that?
If it can be used as a reaction.
I don't think I have any reactions as a spider.
Yeah, then unfortunately, no.
Okay. Just imagine that by the time that happens, that he's falling, it's not his turn anymore.
It's not 20.
But between you and him is a whole other person. So
okay.
Yeah. Hang on, real
What did
quick.
you say, Juliana?
I was wondering with Lee's nat 20 plus 6 hit, if it hit that hard, it would knock him back. Like, how are you?
Or like off of his trajectory?
Yeah.
I mean, she did roll the best she could.
Yeah. Were you trying to inflict damage and like hurt him, or were you trying to like change his direction of travel?
I think unfortunately Lee would have not picked up on
I
anything.
think Nona would have shouted, "Don't
Okay.
let him get into the pit."
Well,
If that would have helped. I mean, you can also say the lead doesn't pay attention to Nona, because who does that anyway?
yeah, I'll leave it to Nancy.
If something was said, then Lee would listen, especially since she doesn't know jack shit about magic. But otherwise, she would not pick up on these things because she's overwhelmed and also knows nothing about magic. So,
Okay.
so that being said, if something was said, then she would be angrily trying to cause damage, but would definitely make effort to strike in a manner that would not push him further towards the pit and would at least be neutral in that sense. Sorry, I'm going to push all that info back to you, Z, and let you decide.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll say there's a 50-50 chance that you deterred him from his course. So odds, it deters him. Evens, it does not. All right. That is a 6.
Okay.
So he continues and is going to fall into the pit.
I look so stressed out right now. Okay.
With that, as this individual falls into the pit, as the body falls and strikes the bottom, the final rune lights up and blood begins to pull towards the center hexagon. As it reaches the hexagon, you begin to feel a dark rumbling beneath your feet. And immediately, you have the sense that this battle has been lost, and the Nameless God is awakening. Nona.
We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here right now. Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. So she's
Melly
just gonna...
is gonna use her held action and cast Bane on Wid, Nona, and Lee.
Okay. Saving throws, please.
Charisma
Is there a saving?
saving.
Yeah, there is a saving. There's no save?
It's a charisma save.
Oh, charisma save. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yes,
charisma
America.
save. Nona, Wid, and Lee. Charisma save.
15 for Wid.
Wid is good. Lee is good.
15.
It's a +4. It's a 15.
Also good.
What the fuck, Mavly?
Did Lee make it?
Yep, they all rolled 15s.
All right. You feel your compulsion wear off.
Compulsion to what?
To do a thing.
What was that?
What was what?
Seeing this happen, I'm gonna go and approach Nona, looking all worried, and as soon as I get close enough, use my bonus action if possible, for an enchanted gaze.
Okay.
Right.
Are we out of initiative?
Are we
No.
out of initiative, Z?
No, sorry. We are not out of initiative.
I
Sorry.
Is it
rolled
still
out.
my
I
turn?
apologize.
Yeah, it is Nona's turn. The Mavly's action was held, so it happened during Nona's turn.
Okay.
Forget I said anything.
Hiding in the bush.
So basically, she's gonna just try and pick up one of the kids and get out of there. Whose kid is the one I'm with right now?
You
It's
are
Quinn?
with Quinn's sister.
Yeah, okay. I look at Quinn and I look at where I thought it was Quinn's brother. Quinn's sister. Okay. I look at Quinn's sister and then I say, like, we have to leave. And then I can I just pick up the kid and run?
You can pick up the kid and run.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Don't throw
What
this one in a
direction are you
hole.
running?
What?
Hmm?
Don't throw this one in a hole.
Fuck off. We're all about to die.
We've been
What
about to
direction is
die for so long.
what direction is Nona running?
I'm trying to run out of there back towards where we came, I guess. There's no other way out, is there?
Not that you have seen, but you've got a bunch of blood in your eyes.
That's true. So I'm
Lee,
just
ask
mostly
the sword for the way
running.
out.
What?
Lee, ask the sword for the way out.
Was that actually said to Lee or is that said to me?
Yeah, Mavly would yell at Lee.
Okay.
Wid.
Is it my turn?
So can
Or
I,
some-
how far do I get to move? Do I get to dash or is me running?
So you're carrying the child, so it's going to be half movement, but you can
It's
dash.
like a
Okay.
baby gnome.
It is a
It
baby
is
no.
it is a child. It's not a baby. It's a child. Yeah. Okay. I'll allow you to run your full, because a child
My
gnome
full.
is pretty friggin' small.
Okay. So that is 50 feet then.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't want to fight anything else. And I just want to avoid as much as possible and just run and get out of there. So, but I made as much eye contact as I could with Quinn first.
As you run, I think the all beast, your grandchild, who you are running away from right
Yep.
now,
Mhm.
is going to lash out at you
Okay.
with one of its tendrils, and is going to try to hit you. Let's see. That is a 16.
Does not hit.
Okay, and that is a 19.
Meets it, beats it, doesn't it?
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah, all right, that hits.
Okay. Right, you take 5 bludgeoning damage and 5 stress damage.
Okay.
As your granddaughter screams out, "Grandma, don't leave me, help!"
I think maybe the crying washes away some of the blood so she can see better now.
Okay, Wid.
Okay.
You are in the bottom of the hole. Things are getting sketchy.
So it seems like the power is blood, not just death. Spiderweb does actually stop bleeding. So it's like a pentagram in the middle. What's in the middle?
Yeah.
And it's like depressed, so things are flowing into it.
Yeah, it's like carved into the stone. Yeah.
She's gonna web the fuck out of that and try to block the blood from getting in.
You get the sense that it's already too late.
Okay.
The rune has the pentagram has activated. The gate is opening. And it is opening where you're standing.
Okay. In that case, I guess that there's like absolutely nothing I can do. Then she's going to wrap web around Sudi's brother, and if she happens to know any of the grandkids that belong to Nona, and she will pull them up with her, and she'll climb out of the pit.
Okay, the bodies?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, great. How many do you think you would try to find? Like,
I mean,
how long are you spending here?
I mean, not that long. I know I can grab Sudi's brother at least, because he's close to the top of the pile. I don't know about the rest. It just depends on if I happen to see someone, and I would have to recognize him as belonging to Nona. I would start with those that are associated with those I'm with.
Okay, make an investigation roll, and I'll call that your action.
Okay. 20.
Okay, I think with a 20, you recognize at least two more children that you're not sure if they're Nona's grandchildren, but these are children that you have seen before in passing.
Okay.
You don't spend a lot of time in town, if any. So the likelihood of having a clear recognition of these children is pretty low.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking
Yeah, at
maybe
least part
someone would
dwarf.
look like Nona. It's a few generations removed.
Dwarven children.
Yes, so then I will grab those two as well as Sudi's brother, and then I will start climbing up.
Okay, great. Sudi. Oh, sorry. That gibbering mouther, that creature that came out of Kaisa, is going to slurp and crawl and slither across the ground on like an intercept path toward Nona. And as Nona's moving toward it, and it is moving toward Nona, it will be able to intercept. So it has this cool ability called gibbering. So it begins babbling incoherently. And each creature that starts its turn within 20 feet can hear the gibbering, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
So how many of us is that?
That is a 19 on the die.
19. Okay, that succeeds.
Okay.
So you hear this gibbering, and yeah, you feel like it's having this mental tug on your mind, but you're able to force it out. Okay. Now it's Sudi's turn.
Okay. Ever since Sudi saw her brother's body down there, she's been freaking out. And then she sees the one who pushed her brother in, reaching for his body. And she starts screaming at Wid. She punches the ground and screams, "This is you!" and grabs a handful of dust and tosses it to the side. "And this is your mother! If I'm on a stick, you let go of him!" And she starts to throw rocks at Wid.
Okay. With the intent to deal damage?
Yes.
Okay. So this will count as an improvised weapon.
Okay.
Which
she
are,
is raging.
Yep.
And reckless attacking.
Yep. And barbarians are proficient with improvised weapons. So this, I'm going to assume that you are going to throw with your bonus action as well, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll get 2 rocks.
Okay.
The improvised weapon of a rock is going to do 1d4 plus your rage damage plus your strength damage.
Okay, so D20 first?
Yeah, at advantage because you're attacking recklessly.
Okay. Okay, first one, I got an 18.
Okay, will that hit?
Yep.
Okay, and then a D4?
Yep, D4 plus your strength bonus plus 2 for your rage bonus.
Okay. So that's 2, 7.
7 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage for a rock.
I believe that will knock you out of spider.
It does. So I've got to figure out. So that's 5 points of regular, but there's 2 attacks. Is that right?
I haven't done
Yep.
the second one yet.
Right. Let me just. All right. So the spider on the side of the wall turns into a dwarf and falls to the ground again. So I don't know how far up I was, if I got far at all.
You moved your whole movement, right?
I'm not sure
So-
because my action was trying investigation, and then I also was wrapping and then carrying.
Yeah, so I'll say you probably got up about, we'll say 20 feet.
Okay, so then I take 20 feet of fall damage.
Yep, so that'll be 2d6.
Okay, but
Um,
she's landing on bodies, so I feel like that would break her fall.
I landed on bodies the first time.
Yeah, but maybe he didn't think about it first.
It's only 6 points of damage.
Right. And then second attack.
That's a 10.
That does not hit.
That was with a 10 with advantage?
Yeah, it was a 1 the first time.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Anything else, Sudi? Are you
Sure, she'll
moving?
throw another insult and yell, "You have 5 plates and you're out of water."
All right. Edie.
Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. I'm gonna get up if I'm still on the floor.
Okay, you get up.
How close am I to the folks trying to escape?
I think you're right next to Lee, and you're very close to Quinn. And you're pretty close to Mavli. Yeah.
How close or far am I from? How close or far am I from Nona?
Nona ran away, so she's from you probably about 45 feet.
Cool. I'm just gonna see who I can get within my range right now, and use a bonus action, Enchanted Gaze.
Awesome, I love it.
And you guys just see Edie looking normal until all of a sudden there's the third eye right on top. And for anyone who can see that, it is within line of sight, make a DC 15 wisdom save.
I think Sudi's probably just still looking down the hall.
Yeah, so anybody that can see Edie right now needs to make the save.
I can't see anything.
Pretty sure I'm not seeing much from the bottom of this pit.
You did very specifically make the argument that your tears were cleaning the blood out of your eyes.
It's true.
So I'm going to hold you to that.
Am I looking behind me though? Do you want me to make the
yes.
save? Okay.
Yeah, I think you are looking behind.
All right, that sounds good to me. What is this? A wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom.
So is that just anyone up top has to do this?
Anybody that can see her, yeah.
Okay, so I guess you can't see that, but that's another 19. So,
Is this against magic or no?
I'm good.
This is a magical effect, yeah.
First one was a 7 and the second one was an 8.
Cool. That was bonus action.
So, Edie, what does this do? To tell us the effect of this.
On failed saving throw, the creature becomes paralyzed and must succeed on another DC 15 wisdom saving throw to break the enchantment at the end of their next turn. So, while paralyzed in this way, the target is also frightened, and on a second failed save, the creature will fall unconscious. So anyone who failed is paralyzed and frightened. And if you fail your next save, you go unconscious.
All right, so who failed? Quinn failed? Did Lee succeeded?
What roll was it? Because I wasn't sure if I needed to roll.
It was a
wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Well, hold that thought.
Yeah, so you are frightened and paralyzed. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, at the top of the round.
Wait, that was just the bonus action. I still haven't taken my action yet.
Sorry, excuse me. Go ahead.
Let's see. So Lee's stunned and Quinn's stunned. Who looks more?
The guy next to me have to roll 2.
I'm sorry.
Does the bad guy next to me have to roll 2?
No. No, the bad guy next to you is some sort of weird extra-dimensional creature, but also Nona's granddaughter, and also some person you don't recognize.
I'm going to go for whoever's closest to me. So I'm gonna be fair about this.
Yeah. I'll let you guys decide. Who do you think is closest I think it's probably Lee.
I'll keep it fair with whoever's closest.
I don't know where anybody is.
I think it's Lee, because Lee went up to where the 3 children were, right? So I think it's Lee.
Lee also does have that pesky sword.
She does.
I'm so sorry, Lee. I'm gonna go ahead and multi-attack, and you see Edie's form, sort of the hands become sharp, like claws.
Yeah, her fingertips
eyes
like
start
peel.
glowing.
Edie's fingertips peel back as her claws extend into these razor talons that you are familiar with at this point. You've seen these talons before.
I do not like this.
And that's 1 attack with claws and 1 attack with talons. And as Edie attacks, she'll just whisper out, "Dahathwick Ma."
That's so badass.
Let's see, that is a D20 with an amount.
Excuse me?
I'm talking to myself, trying to
Say that again?
my rolls right now. New sheet, who this? That block, who this?
Yeah, silent one confirmed.
Okay, was that damage or to hit?
It is a 20 to hit.
So what was damage?
Damage, let me pull. I'm like swapping between 2 pages right now. I mean, I'm assuming a 20 hit for
Yeah, a 20 will hit.
for 8 damage, and that's the claw attack. And the talons are gonna be 15 to hit.
You still have Nona's shield, right?
Yes, I do. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, my AC is 16 with that.
Oh, cool. So the talon attack is gonna whiff then.
Yeah, so that second attack, after taking the first hit, you weren't really expecting it. The second one, you kind of like raise your shield up, and her talons like scratch deep grooves into your shield.
Those grooves have been there before. They've just multiplied now.
Yeah, now there's more of them. Okay. At the top of the round.
Wait, I forgot the bardic inspiration and the moat of and that moat.
Yep, that's right. You can use that bardic inspiration.
So you would roll.
Can I do that?
Yeah, it's a D6, right?
It's actually the mote of a potential is a special. So the target of each creature of your choice that you can see must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, difficulty 13, or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on her bardic inspiration dice, which would be a D6.
Do you want to use that?
Yes, please,
okay.
If I may.
Yeah, go for it.
That was a D4 and save.
It's a D6, and then everybody that you can see has to make a DC 13.
Everyone that I can see. Okay.
So that's probably everybody except for Wid.
Probably. Try to look up the specifics of this because
Yeah, I'm
my
60 feet
brain is a
down.
little scattered right now.
Yeah, you're down, so she wouldn't see you regardless. Even if you were just like 10 feet out, you would. It wouldn't matter.
Cass, turns out being in the worst possible location is actually working out for you.
Surprised, nothing's trying to kill me actively yet.
Except
Other than,
Sweetie.
yeah, I was gonna say other than someone in my party.
Yeah. Everyone
Needs
target each
to make a
creature of your choice that you can
Constitution
see within 5 feet of it.
save.
So target of my choice right now is Lee because I've been attacking Lee this round.
Lee's got a great constitution. She'll be fine.
Really good. Is anybody else within 5 feet of Lee?
Well, my
Probably not.
Did Quinn just try to say something but was muted?
Yeah, Quinn's muted. I think Queen is in the area, but I don't think she's within 5 feet.
Silent one doesn't get to kill everybody.
just for reference as well, I do try to stay within 5 feet of my party members, but my party would be my sister, if that context means anything.
Right. Yeah. Oh, right. Your sister's there with you.
Yeah.
So she's also going to take this.
Like my intent was to specifically be within 5 feet of at least my sister, so
Right.
that would be a thing.
Yeah. So if it hits everybody within 5 feet, is that what it is?
From what I'm reading on it, it says the target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it.
Yeah. So I think this is going to hit Lee's sister as well.
It will.
But wait. Since it's also attacking not just me, then can I use my fighting style protection?
Yes. Well, no, because this isn't an attack roll. It's an area effect.
But wouldn't that still be an attack though? Technically, wouldn't it be an attack within an action?
Right. So your defensive fighting style imposes disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Right. So this is a saving throw. This is something that you roll and your sister rolls.
What about my sentinel attack where, well, okay. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, so would that not also count? That just gives me an opportunity to attack, basically. This is like a little dicey with this description. I'm like, wait, does this apply or does it not apply? Because
yeah.
I mean,
So I think, yeah. So I think the intent of this is when somebody beside you is the target of an attack, and if it's hitting like everybody in an area, I don't think that applies.
Okay. Fine.
A valiant effort.
Yeah, good try though.
Hmm.
It's only a D6, right? Yeah, so like there's a 1 in 6 chance that she could die.
Lee does not like that.
Would you like me to roll the damage, or would you like to roll the damage? Edie?
Go for it, because I do feel too bad.
Okay. That is a 5. So the child is grievously injured, but is not dead.
She's fine. She's fine. Not dead is fine. That's way better than all the other kids.
You might have 4 extra good berries in your bag. Just FYI. That's where I was hiding earlier, right?
Wait, me?
All
I
right.
do? Do I
Yeah,
know
I think
that?
so.
So is that it, Edie?
Can I already use my bonus action? Can't
Mhm.
use it. And if I use my movement, that would take an opportunity attack.
It would provoke an opportunity attack.
But the alternative is staying in front of an angry fighter. I'm gonna
Right.
book it. I'm gonna run.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna try to sort of try to slink back in the shadows if I can.
Okay, so tell me the direction that you're moving, like towards Nona or away?
Towards in the same direction as any and all retreating party members.
Cool.
Just
awesome.
Taking off in the one singular direction.
Yep, sounds good for me. Lee, you're welcome to make an opportunity attack if you like.
Yes, I would like to.
Actually, oh, yep, this is the next turn. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go on with Bane of the Nameless, which I'm still holding.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very angry. Oh, I got a 9.
That is not gonna hit.
Ugh.
As the pseudo Edie silent one nearly kills your sister, it slinks out of your range and rushes towards your retreating friends. And in an instant, the throbbing, the humming, all of the sounds are replaced with a hollow silence. A great reverberation shakes the foundation beneath you, and a gigantic hooked appendage whips up from the altar below and grips the far edge of the pit. A primal fear swells within you, and you instinctively know to flee. And that is where we will end for tonight.
I tried, Mavly. I tried.
We all tried.